Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Watch the curve. Boom. 97's the mic. 97's the mic.
2nd and 11. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go. 18, Gator. Go. 61, matchbox, right.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Hey, lock it. Shit.
On 1st down, Beckwith. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey.
56. Mike, 56 right there. Right
6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Orville.
what you got.
Go.
Flare. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
5.
Looking to throw. Grossman. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 1st down. Grossman. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. You better be afraid of me. You better be. Let's go.
From the gun, Grossman. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun, Grossman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
2nd and 5. Green brings it in. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
All right, Brent, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
56.
From the gun, Grossman finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Let's get off the field, G.
Yeah. Look at me, zipper.
Check 56.
Now.
Screen. Watch the screen. Mike 56.
On the ball.
56.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
56 is the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Slam.
On 1st and 10, Grossman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 51 the mic, boy. 51.
Hey, Delta.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
51 the mic.
Throwing again. Grossman. He's got Green. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop him. It's another 1st down. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1.
Go now. 50, plant. Hey!
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Be careful.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down, Beckwith, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Saints 7, Panthers nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Let's go, folks.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, set. Hey, no. He can't hang. It's free. It's free. 97's the mic.
2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Bravo. Go.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Get it.
To throw again. Grossman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Safe, safe, safe. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Squeeze.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Panthers. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
That's going to be a long day. Over.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. I'm coming.
Go.
Back to throw here. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On second down, McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Here we go. Gator. Watch the boot. 97's the mic. Watch the out. Echo.
They'll look to throw here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Watch the slant. Watch 98. 98's the mic. You gonna see me in your
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
91.
Hey, check. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Good.
You.
56.
Yep.
Mike, 56. Right there. 56. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 56 to Mike.
Yes.
Watch the run. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, Haywood. Look, squeeze.
Kill. Turn up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here comes the Saints punter now. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second and 6.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. I got one. Check. Go. Kill. Watch twist. Check 99.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Let's get off the field.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Go, go.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D, man up, D.
Ready?
Back to throw. Grossman. Finding Green complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
Complete to number 4. A gain of 22 yards.
Come on, set.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
5.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check 56. All day, dog. Mike, 56.
Operating from the gun. Grossman. He's going to fire one. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
And the Saints first down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, 2.
From the gun, Grossman. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Yo, hatchet, undercross.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Check.
56.
Operating from the gun, Grossman. His throw caught right around the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Look at me, zipper.
Hey,
Shoot.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. On 3rd down, Beckwith. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here we go on 4th down. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Saints 21, Panthers 13. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Looking to throw. Grossman is going to let this go for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
56.
Back to throw. Grossman. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From a yard out. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away.
Keep playing hard.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
We ain't beginning to turn you up.
They'll run on first down. Dunlap. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, Yee. Push him back. Push him back.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Back to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
Hey, box drop. Please grip.
Looking to throw. Grossman to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
We got 4.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hooray! Let go.
Now a give, right side. Beckwith, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Set, ready. Go to base. 98's the mic. Stay with your man.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Watch the pass.
Back to the air on second down. Grossman. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike 56. Mike 56. I got you. I got you.
56.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 56.
Back to throw. Grossman. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Fielded at the 33. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Let's go now. Touchdown. I got him.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it'll bring up third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Panthers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hey, 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Come on, D. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Night, sweetheart.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready. Henry. The mic. Know your job. Check 52.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Just like that.
They'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, Delta.
On first down, Grossman. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Bravo.
Mike 51. Mike 51. You better bring it. You better bring it.
Hey, Sam off.
Switch.
Second and 5. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Looking to throw. Grossman. It's a foot race. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. 198.
Looking to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Greystone, travel. Go. Ready?
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Got it.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shift. Watch the shift.
Go out.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Break. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Get that quarterback and all come.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, turn it out. 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Here we go. 56 to Mike.
Go.
56 is to Mike. Get him.
Go.
56.
Go.
Back to throw. Grossman. And he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
56, Mike, 56. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We got him.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on.